Hey, what's going on, guys? Rishta here. In today's video, I'm going to be reading your comments for my 100 subscriber special for this video. Now, to be honest, I never thought I would make it this far on reaching 100 subscribers as of now. It's not much, but it's something to achieve because some of you actually want to carry on watching my videos and me rambling about random stuff. So it's pretty nice on how you guys keep up with watching my videos. It means a lot. So without further ado, let's go into the comments, and people have messaged me on what they like to see or what things they like to ask me in some videos or whatever. So let's get into it. Before I carry on with making the other comments, I'd like to say that there was one person I forgot to mention. His name's Remy, and sadly, I don't have his comment because I accidentally deleted the original post when I was making it. So sorry about that, Remy. But I will answer your question on why do I play Chun Li. Now, the answer is this: I like playing Chun Li because Chun Li is one of the type of characters that I thought to myself was a pretty cool character to try and learn, and it's interesting to like obviously start from playing modern, from rookie to getting a to master, then obviously swapping to classic, and now managing to get to ultimate master the last phase, which was something that is like very good on me, and to be honest, I like to carry on progressing my way further up and trying to improve myself even more. But the only thing I would need to mainly focus on more is probably the way how I've been acting and such. So that way, it could kind of help me out perform better without having a little attitude or something happens when I'm streaming, like a few times ago, which I'm not going to get into anymore. But I appreciate your honesty on asking me why I play the character. So therefore, I appreciate that, and let's get into the next one. The next comment that I'm going to show is from a very good my player and a good friend of mine by the name of KS underscore boss, and he said is, would I ever learn to play Tekken? Now, to be honest, I would love to probably play Tekken. Tekken is probably an interesting game to play, both Street Fighter and Tekken at the same time. And if I was going to play Tekken, I would be playing two characters, in my opinion, and those characters are Yoshimitsu and Steve Fox. Now, I picked these characters if I was going to play Tekken, was the fact that obviously Yoshimitsu, from what I've seen in some videos and what my mates have shown me, they or he's probably a very cool character, especially with Steve, because obviously Steve's a boxer and I do boxing occasionally, which I need to get back into, but that's out of the context. So those two characters are really cool characters to learn, and probably if it could help me out, like improving on trying to learn other ways and how to play fighting games, and maybe I can use that way to like use it for playing Chun Li. But who knows? But to answer your question, KS, I probably as of now will not be playing Tekken. Like for now, I'll probably think about it, but obviously as of now, I'll probably just stick to playing Street Fighter. So obviously, I keep the content flow with Street Fighter. If I do change or have some Tekken content in the future, then fair enough. That's just me changing my mind on something. But very well, moving on to the next one. Now, my next comment is from someone from Blanco server by the name of D Dubs. He asks, "Is what is my favorite character or characters to fight against, and what is the reason behind it?" Now, for me, my favorite character to face will be both Bison and Terry. Now, with the Bison matchup, it's in like Bison's favorite when it comes to playing offense. But since Bison doesn't have any good defense wise to like counter Chun Li's moves, it's kind of like it both into both my favor and into the Bison's favor in the situation how we're going to be playing. If he is going all aggressive on me and I'm playing defensive, he could have the advantage on me with that. With Terry, it's both like a mix between certain tools on how we can deal with like certain things. Like Terry's quarter circle forward kick goes through fireballs. Chun Li's Sanchi can go over power wave. It's anything like that. But obviously, both do good set of damage. Both got good defense. But for me, I think Terry is a little bit more in the advantage with some of his recent buffs, and also the fact that obviously Terry is a pretty cool character to face in the matchup. But yeah, those are my reasons and why those two characters are my favorites to fight against. And we're moving on to the next question. Next question is also from the Blanco server, and it's from another good friend of mine by the name of Moxie. And she asked, if you could improve some of the game's features, what would you do? Now, that is a very good question on the certain way how Street Fighter features is currently are. But even though obviously the content wise feature is not so good and everything, but I don't think that's like what you're asking. For me, I think the feature of Drive Rush should probably be changed slightly a bit with the way how it's currently as how it can easily eat through certain frames, which can cause a bit of an issue in some matchups where like a Luke will do Drive Rush, back heavy punch, and the frames on it is so far back that obviously some of it will actually eat some of the frames that is carried by it. So it's not really a helpful thing. Because and even some matches where like if you do drive rush forward heavy kick with Chun Li, it's -3. But with like some characters like Mai who can like get away, she's still plus in that situation, which is kind of silly. But if they slowly tone it down just a little bit and with the drive rush system, then that could help out a bit with the player base on like seeing that it's like not too much drive rush and a bit more on patience and spacing rather than going like crouching medium kick into drive rush throw. I know I do that sometimes, but that's just obviously the autopilot. But at the end of the day, it does kind of get a bit annoying. So who knows on how Capcom will do it. But appreciate the comment, and we're moving on to the next one. Now, you might have seen this person before on certain videos, but this person is the person who owns Chunli Discord, and it's Chunli Forever. And I'm going to go through the questions one at a time. And the first question they asked is, "Will I ever make a Street Fighter waifu tier list?" Probably not. I don't think it's capable of me to make a tier list, and if I put someone where no one else should put them there, they'll. I don't want people to get upset or whatever. So sorry, Gooners, you're not gonna get a tier list from me unless obviously I have a different type of mindset. So next question he asked was, if I ever had Karen's money, what would be the first thing I would buy? Um, the first thing I would probably buy is probably maybe something for me to like able for me to like start helping myself out, whether it's like something in real life or maybe something that I like want to enjoy more on like having life. So maybe like something for entertainment and main thing purposes. So that's the reason why I have with if I had Karen's money. Sorry if I'm blabbering about random stuff, so please forgive me. Um, the third question that he asked is, "What are my thoughts on Lee Fen?" Now, Lee Fen, I don't know much about Lee Fen, only that she's from Street Fighter Five and she was used in Shadowloo's organization for like hacking purposes. I don't know the full story about that, but obviously Chun Li says today she adopted her, but then obviously now apparently if she adopted her, then you were her mum. But apparently Chun Li is now saying that she's not my daughter, she's my little sister. I'm sorry, what? That's just a bit silly. You're literally almost in your 40s in Street Fighter 6, and you're saying that a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old is your sister. Right, okay. Maybe something a bit weird because obviously it's so weird nowadays with Street Fighter 6. Capcom are trying to make it out where Chun Li's not mum material, so it's just kind of silly in my opinion, but funny at the same time. So Fourth question he asked me was who is the better ninja, Ibuki or Kimberly? Hands down, I am saying Ibuki because Ibuki does not have spray paints, a throw loop, and a crouching medium kick that is safe on block no matter what range you are. And like Gimli is a cool feature from Guy's type of playstyle, but to be honest, I don't think obviously Kimberly's like that much fun when you want to play her. Like, because the spray paints. Yes, I know Ibuki had her like daggers that she would use in her match and such, but to be honest, like I think it's just kind of just my personal preference on who, and I think Ibuki's design in Third Strike, Street Fighter 4 is a really good design on like what a ninja looks like. Kimberly doesn't like look like a ninja. She looks like what you would say like an average casual look when it comes to like someone who does graffiti and such, or like someone that like hangs around listening to some music and such. It's just kind of like the point there. But yeah, that's why I prefer Ibuki over Kimberly. So sorry, Kimberly mains. And the last question he asked is if I had to choose a new area in World Tour, where would it be? To be honest, I'm not really into World Tour as of like I used to when I used to start playing Street Fighter 6 and such. I only joined the World Tour group area just obviously so I can see Chun Li. That's pretty much it. I'm a gooner because of that. But if it had to be one feature, I would probably say somewhere in probably the only area I would be nice idea if you can explore like most of the other areas like London, um, Mexico, Russia, like all those types of areas, but rather than being like just a like just only one little spot and that's it where pretty much the stage will be, which is kind of silly in my opinion. Like I want to explore like the area of Mexico. I want to explore obviously my hometown in London. I don't live in London, but you get what I'm trying to say. And I want to explore like the submarine in Russia. Like these ideas are good, but obviously Capcom will not do that, which is kind of silly. So I would probably say a good area in London, or maybe somewhere else in England, maybe somewhere up north in like the Fields or in Scotland, would be a nice idea in my opinion. But we'll see in the future of Street Fighter Six as well tour. Now, that wraps up with today's video. I would appreciate you all for the 100 subscribers again. I appreciate it all. And new video will probably upload some point in the future. I don't know when because I'm currently busy with some other things at the moment. So please forgive me on that. I appreciate you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out any of my new videos that I've also uploaded recently. Without further ado, I wish you all the best, and I will see you all later. Peace.